Hi everybody, Merry Christmas Eve. Sorry I haven't been on here for a while. I've been really busy. I started doing some side work and definitely keeps me busy, but it's paying the bills, so that makes me happy. You know, there's victory right there. I figured that I'd hop on today since it has been so long and deliver a message. This message is for anyone who needs to hear it. I'm going to go ahead and do a stay or go reading today. I felt pulled to do a stay or go reading. So what will happen if you stay versus what happens if you go. We're going to go ahead and use the Witch's Tarot deck and we're going to get started. Here we go. What happens if my viewers stay? An energy for the viewers if they stay. We got the Page of Swords. All right, energy for the viewers if they go. Card pop. Nope. Energy for the viewers if they go. Oh. Two of Pentacles came out. All right. And the Page of Cups peekabooed out of the deck. It kind of popped out sideways. I'm going to take it as a signifier for what this reading represents. It feels like this was peeking out because it wants to be seen, meaning that there is some kind of emotion that is getting ready to be expressed either by you or another person. And it's a really powerful, strong emotion. And since it is so powerful, it could be expressed in a more of a juvenile way versus a mature way. So it could either be something from a temper tantrum from not getting their needs met to, and not explaining what it is they actually do need, to an overexpression of love, of, I don't know, like the old school movie where the guy's outside with a jukebox playing music, trying to get your attention. It's a very overt gesture of an expression of passionate emotions. So let's get some clarifiers on what happens if you stay. So right off the bat, what happens if you stay? I see the Page of Swords energy. The young man here is holding a sword. Yet again, juvenile energy. If you stay in the situation that you're in, you are kind of asking for, the word pain came to mind. Asking for pain. You're asking for somebody to talk to you with a sharp tongue. You're asking for someone to keep a very close eye on you. Basically, whatever it is you think you're doing, you're trying your best to do it right. You're always going to do it wrong in this person's eyes because this person is in attack mode. They aren't in observing mode. They have some kind of opinion that they've already developed about you, and they are going to use that information they have against you to cut you down in some way. Let me find out what information are they using to cut down the viewer. Anything else? All right. Well, this doesn't necessarily have to be information about you, but it's information we're getting about why this particular person is in such a defensive, cut-off type of mood. They're in the Four of Cups of energy, meaning that they are being presented with all these options in front of them, including even having this mermaid right next to them. And the emotions are just steadily flowing away from them, but they're not catching any of these emotions in those cups. They're not feeling anything. They're feeling kind of apathetic. So perhaps your person might be feeling apathetic toward you and has lost that passionate feeling about you that they once had. Like maybe once you were their mermaid and everything was happy and joyful, and at this point in time, they're closed off. See how he's got his arms folded, and have no desire to express the feelings that they have inside for you at this point in time. Why is that? Because their heart has been broken in some way. We have right here the Four of Swords. She's got three swords that she probably has just recently pulled out of her heart, he or she, and there's a sword right here ready to be drawn, which it is being drawn by your person. So whatever this situation with your person is, where they have something they're holding against you right now and treating you miserably because of that, it's been on their mind for quite a while and they can't let it off their mind, and they just can't seem to be forgiving in this situation at this point in time. And it does look here, there's the Six of Pentacles that came out as well. It might have something to do with children. You see how he's spreading money and giving it to the children. There's two scenarios. One, there could be a baby mama or a baby daddy in the scenario where the baby daddy's coming in and playing the big king and dropping money into you, and your person doesn't like what they're seeing. They feel like they're being shown up, or your person wants to, you know, appear like this to their children, and it's making a rift between you and your person because he is overspending or she is overspending on their own children, and it's not leaving enough finances for your home or for your each other to survive on. It's all about the show of being generous and being the big, you know, there's a term, it's called Disneyland Daddy. Another intuitive message I picked up off this card is this particular gentleman may feel that you're spreading too much attention to other people in hopes of getting attention, maybe even of building a family. That's a very small group of you. So your particular person at this point in time is also giving off kind of an arrogant air, like they don't need your approval to do what they want to do, because they are the boss, they're the big daddy and or mommy, and you have to obey what it is they want you to do. That's what happens if you stay. All right, what happens if my viewers go? Whoa, lots of stuff here. All right, so the first card that we pulled initially was the Two of Pentacles. This to me says the possibilities are endless. So if you leave this situation where it's negative and you're being kind of pushed into a corner and talked terribly to, with the Two of Pentacles in your go position, that says anything you want to achieve, you can achieve it as long as you leave this negative energy behind you. The clarifier for the possibilities being endless is the King of Wands. That tells me that, well, first of all, look at the like pleasure and joy on that king's face. He is doing what he wants, how he wants to do it, and he is damn proud of it. So I think, you know, the vibe that I'm getting right off the bat is that the option of going is starting to sound better to you, simply because you want to be in your own power. You don't like being controlled or manipulated by somebody who thinks they're better than you, but they're acting like a child. So we have the King of Wands. Some other cards that came out are, oh my goodness, okay. The Ace of Wands. There's something that's waiting for you to start a brand new beginning. There's some, I don't know if it's a new town you need to go visit, or you're dreaming about going to visit. There's sunshine, shows that maybe it could be closer to springtime, and the butterfly showing that there's been a transformation. So you've been in a caterpillar stage, and by, you know, choosing to leave the situation, you will burst forth into your butterfly form, you know, figuratively, and have your freedom to roam as you please. The Knight of Pentacles shows me that there's an opportunity that is already on its way to you in the 3D realm, meaning that you don't know. It could be a gift that's on its way to you for Christmas. It could be, let's see, some kind of financial assistance from anywhere from, some people could be getting help with paying their rent or their bills, or they could, somebody could be going hunting and bringing home a meal for the family. If you see the stag back there in the background, this person is also fully armored, meaning that they're prepared for whatever is to come their way. And so it looks like when you do decide to, or if you choose to decide to leave, the planning process is well underway already, because we got 1, 2, 3. Let me see if this is the right direction. The 1, 2, and 3 of Wands. Look at that. This energy is getting closer and closer to the edge. So you are on the right path, and you are just waiting right there to take whatever step it is you need to go in the direction you need to go. I really do get the feeling that it's something to do with travel and going overseas, or someone traveling to you. You're waiting for somebody to show up for you. I also see the ship and the sea in the background, and this card, the initial card that we pulled. The Ace of Swords also came out, And in the Ace of Swords card, there's a hawk here, which represents higher knowledge and wisdom, as well as in the stay position, this person has the totem of the eagle right here, and also etched into the sleeve of their shirt, which also represents, this could be a air sign that you're dealing with, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And it also indicates that in the staying position, all you're going to hear is words and talk, versus over here in the go position, you're going to have things, objects, physical things in your hands that are going to, you know, bloom into opportunities for growth. And you're going to start to understand that, you're going to start to see the bigger picture. Something's going to come along and show you the bigger picture. It may even be this Knight of Pentacles. It could be the mailman delivering something to your house under the wrong name, and you putting two and two together that your person has ordered more gifts, you know, for someone else under your credit card and spending your money, or spending the money that is needed for your home. Something is coming up very strongly regarding Christmas and overspending, and somebody buying gifts for somebody outside the family, and it's really hurting the family inside the home. It could also be somebody who is using money for gambling. They could be spending their money on gambling, and you're finally finding out that's where all of your money is going. And you have to make a decision if you're going to stay and support that habit like you have been unknowingly, or if you're going to take off. And, you know, you may not have the 2 pennies to rub together at this moment, but eventually you will walk into some kind of abundance. You're going to have everything you need, and you know how to have everything you need. You know how to get what you need. So let's go ahead and pull some in the shadows. What's going on in the background of the situation if you stay? Yes, it is too late. I don't trust you. 100% seeing that right here. This person does not trust you, and you do not trust this person. I need to focus on my healing. So whatever addiction you or your person is going through regarding, it could be, you know, like I said, finances, or the addiction is affecting your finances. It's time to focus on healing right now. Either you're saying this or your person is saying this, and that's like a huge step to admit that you need to, you know, make a change in your life and start going through the process of recovery. And it is often said that being in recovery, it is best to focus on yourself and not continue to bring the toxic energy from a relationship that was unhealthy with you. It's better to heal on your own and focus on what you need. So what is in the shadows that we can't see if you decide to go? I couldn't tell you face to face, so maybe some secret will come out that they were ashamed to tell you, or you might choose to leave without telling them face to face if you are afraid for your life. This Knight of Pentacles could very well be a visit to the, you know, DHS, or I don't know what they call it in every region, but basically you can go and get domestic violence assistance to either move or relocate, or you can get a restraining order. So if you feel unsafe telling someone face to face, you might decide to notify them either via text, phone call, letter, or even a formal deliverance of documentation such as a restraining order, which I really hope it doesn't come to that. I don't see that it's going to come to that. I think that you and your person are seeing that it's completely over, and this is what just jumped out. I am not coming back. So if you choose to go, you are not coming back. I feel like in this reading right now, the person I'm speaking to has absolutely reached their limit on what they can handle from this particular person. And, you know, there's this thing that I have learned working with women who have been through domestic violence and situations. they will not go until they are ready to go. Nobody can wake them up for them. Nobody can open their eyes. It has to be something that happens to them specifically that wakes them up and makes them say, I'm done with this. I can't do this anymore. It is not going to continue. And that's when huge changes happen very quickly because they stand up for themselves. The really sad part is a lot of times those things that wake them up and force them to put their foot down and take care of themselves are usually extremely traumatic and sometimes violent. So I'm praying for you right now on your Christmas Eve and Christmas celebration that you stay safe and that you keep your wits about you. Maybe try not to spend some time, maybe not spend too much time drinking or getting stoned or anything if that's something that you like to do, because you need to, be fully aware currently in your situation, because you are dealing with somebody that you don't trust and that doesn't trust you. So if you are still in that situation and you're choosing to stay, the situation is not conducive for, a healthy party atmosphere. It very quickly could change into something that is dangerous. So, keep your wits about you. If you can, spend time with family, have people over that you trust. And my other advice would be to talk to somebody that you love and reach out. You're not alone. Don't ever think that you're alone. A lot of situations where you have been with an abuser, you feel isolated and alone because you cut your family off to please the abuser, because you want the abuser to be happy. And when your attention is on someone else other than them, they're not happy. So they find a way to seclude you and isolate you from your family, from your workplace, from your own children, till they have you all by themselves, to themselves, and you are attending to them, and they are your entire world. So it's really hard for you to leave because you become dependent on them. But the scary part for you right now is you're dependent on this person and neither of you trust each other. So that's a recipe for disaster. So I would like to pull some messages of love as well for each situation. Message of love for staying. What is a message of love for staying? Okay. Abundance in reverse. Like I was just saying, finances are tight because somebody is spending that money elsewhere when they were making promises to spend it within your home. So you've done the work. Abundance flows to you now. It's being blocked by staying in this situation. Let's do a message of love for for what happens if you go. Release. Radical acceptance and surrender can help you let go. So radical acceptance is looking at a situation as it really truly is, and not as you wish it was, and not in any kind of illusion. So really, if you need some help to see your situation clearly, I would request or suggest that you take a pen and paper or even in your phone, write down on your notepad, what is it right now that you're seeing with your own eyes? So don't worry about what your person is telling you or what you think you're picking up. What do you see with your own eyes? Such as, I am home alone. My person is at work. We are missing money from the bank account. I don't have presents for my kids. Whatever the case may be, whatever is reality in front of you. And when you look at that as a whole picture after you write the list, you can see the actual truth of the situation you're in, and it makes it a lot easier to accept that it's an unacceptable situation and to walk away from it. Bottom of the deck, we have self-care. Clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. So I wouldn't recommend this very moment, since it is Christmas Eve and tomorrow is Christmas, to make a big, huge change unless you feel like you are in some kind of danger. The best thing you can do at this point in time is focus on, controlling your own emotions and protecting yourself from your person, and when they're in this kind of energy. This also is spy energy, so be aware your person might have somehow tapped your phone so that they can read your messages, or they might be spying on your other devices, reading messages that you're sending to other people, compiling evidence against you, showing that you have done them wrong so that they feel righteous in their verbal attacks against you. So Wow, I did not expect this reading to be this way. So I'm so sorry to all of my viewers who may be in a situation like this. Just know that you can get out of this. This is something that happens to lots of people, and not everyone understands that it's not easy to leave. It's so easy. Sometimes it's easier to stay, but it's not better to stay. So feel free to reach out to You Already Know Tarot at gmail.com if you want to book a reading with me to get more information on your situation. I'm here if you want to share your story, and we can discuss options. If you don't know what to do, I can kind of direct you towards resources in your area that might help you get out of the situation. But in the meantime, just, know that you are protected and you are safe, and enjoy the moment that you can with your children. Know that gifts are not everything. Sometimes the most important thing you can give your children is your presence. And if you have children in the situation, which it definitely appears that there are children involved, either your children or their children, the best thing to do is try to enjoy the moments with them so that they have memories of warmth and stability even throughout the turmoil that must have been occurring in the relationship. And it's also better for those children if you remove yourself from that toxic relationship, even if it's hard and you're struggling financially. At least you're struggling financially and you're not fighting with a partner, versus struggling financially and fighting with a partner. Because if you're doing this on your own, you have a chance to rebuild your life better for your children, or better for yourself. So let's see here. I am getting a message of closure. I'm being compelled to draw one of these. There's a message coming in for somebody, specifically from someone on the other side, and they want you to hear this message. You will know who it is from. I regret the time we lost. I'm sorry I left while you were young. This tells me that you might be triggered in the situation and you don't want to take your children away from their father or their mother because you lost a parent when you were young. And when you were young, you wanted to never replicate that situation for your child. But let me tell you right now, your person on the other side is delaying or relaying this message to you through me, because they want you to know that they are sorry that they left, and they do regret the time that they lost with you. And that time could have been saved if they had either taken you with them, or if they had spent less time battling like you're battling. I feel like this scenario you're going through is a mirror of something that you experienced as a child yourself. And right now it's time for you to look in that mirror and decide that you're not going to continue the cycle. And I believe in you, and I know you can do it. And I know you're here watching this message right now because deep inside you already know what you need to do, and you can do it. And I trust that you will. All right. So let me know if you need anything. Like, share, and subscribe, yada, 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 all that good stuff. Have a Merry Christmas. Stay safe, and I will deliver another message when I can. All right. Bye-bye.